Anyways, Isaac,
What a shitty reboot.
yeah, we're back,
Yeah, long
leaning harder
hiatus.
than ever. So, um, it just shows how much power minions had that it completely derailed
Yeah,
uh Stickscast for a
yeah,
whole ass month. Um,
yeah. Literally half the summer.
so yeah,
Oops.
damn. I know I was like earlier this year, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go ham in the fucking summer, like go hard. But instead, it's like I feel like for me, it's way harder to keep this up in the summer than it is in school somehow. I
Yeah.
don't know
No,
how
I
it's
agree.
possible.
I
So
definitely agree. I think that like just because what our plan was with Minions is we were gonna do a whole group review,
yeah,
and schedules just never really lined up.
yeah,
So like we had to keep putting it off, and then eventually we were like, all right, it's too late now.
yeah.
But
And then we just had the collective trauma of not being able to shoot a sticks cast for such a long time. So,
yeah,
but
it happens. We're back.
we're back. That's what it's all about. So,
Oh yeah,
well, Isaac, did you have a good week?
it was all right. How about you?
Fuck. It was honestly no, it was a perfect week. It was a perfect week.
That's
It's
good
as
to
good
hear.
as you can get. Nothing like wild happened. Hung out with
Hmm.
some people, but I got to just be at home and do the stuff I wanted to do. So I think that's what
Good
it's
to
all
hear.
about,
Yeah,
like starting
of
One
course.
Piece. My life will forever
No, 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 no. You got to stop watching One Piece, please. Don't do this to me.
reading One Piece
All
actually.
right, that's actually probably worse. Please.
No, 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 no. No, I it's better in a way. Cause see, Isaac, just wait. I'll make you read 20 chapters and you'll be hooked.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to start the like 20 chapters and be less than 1% of the way done with like the series. That's gonna be great, no, thank you.
Would that actually be like I wonder is 20 so there's currently like 950 chapters, right? So what's 20 divided by 958?
There's 1,000 chapters,
There
over a
it
thousand chapters.
that's is that not episodes? I thought there's like still
No,
in
that's
like
chapters.
okay, all right. So chapters you say?
It's 1,016 chapters.
Okay, okay. 20 divided by 1060 chapters or 16.
16. It's literally 0.002%.
See, you're yeah. Oh fuck my. Oh god, it's not gonna see it because I'm using green screen. But hey,
2%.
hey,
2%.
it's 2%. That's pretty good.
Christ.
So
How are you even reading all? Are you buying it
no,
or are you pirating?
that'd
Okay,
be
I
like
was about to
such
say
a fucking waste of
that is
money.
a huge investment.
I know. I learned that with Berserk, where I was like, "Oh, I'll read like the first big book. I don't think it will be that long." And then after I finished, I looked it up, and it was like, "Yeah, it's 368 chapters." So,
Yeah,
um,
that'll get you. That'll get you.
but yeah, I learned my lesson. But yeah, no, I just read it in a very safe and legal manner online for free.
Yeah, of course.
So
It's a library basically. That's how you got to think about it.
yeah, but all I'm gonna say, it's not bad. It's like the Pokemon anime, if you will. It's just like that type of like you just kind of feel good. There's some sentiment, but it's nothing like so far. I mean, I'm only on chapter 48, so take that as how you will. But
48. You're almost 4% of the way done.
fuck yeah,
Almost 5% actually.
yeah. So I don't know. That's the other thing. I'm just like I just become a manga person now. Like I prefer that format over anime now these
Okay,
days. So,
that's cool.
but are you reading or watching any weeb shit right now, Isaac?
Not really. I have a
Yeah.
few series I have to finish. I also have a really big list of movies, not exclusively, anime, but like I have a lot of movies I have to watch because and a lot of series I have to watch. Let me
Yeah.
hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, I want to know some of these.
I've I also have shit I gotta read. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna watch The Crown because that's shitty. Um,
Like you just like the live you're just talking about any
dude,
TV. Okay.
dude,
It's like
dude, fuck England first of all.
yeah.
But uh, sorry, no, it's like obviously mixed, but like I gotta finish like Ozark. I gotta watch um I gotta finish my Jake Gyllenhaal list. That's like 40 more movies.
Yep.
And then like, oh my god. Yeah, I think I have. All right, let's count. Fuck. Sorry. I have over 30 movies and probably like 15 TV shows that are currently on my list, and then like Chainsaw Man's coming out in fall, which is gonna be painful.
Yeah.
For my schedule, it'll be great to watch. Attack
Yeah.
on Titan's coming back. Hopefully for the last time. Yeah. So I just got a lot. I got a lot to catch up on, you know.
Yeah. God, I can't
Oh, and
believe
I'm
it.
also watching like all those docu series, like All or Nothing, and
Oh, okay.
Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks.
I know. Oh fuck! Hard. My brain going monkey mode. I still didn't. I thought they released the whole season, but Danny said it was only one episode so far.
No, it goes through the preseason.
Okay, that's sick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't know. It looks so good. I should watch that actually. But all right. Well, Isaac, speaking of people getting hard knocked,
Man.
Prey 2022, the movie.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I thought it was really good. It, you know, per my letterbox review, you guys should all follow me. To our 3 viewers, who I don't know if they're gonna stay loyal after our.
I know we completely that one 40-year-old that we do not know. We completely fucked him. Imagine his summer right now. He's so disappointed.
It really must be terrible. But no, I mean like it was pretty good. I rated it I think 4 out of 5. In my opinion, I think it was like the best entry into the franchise. It was, you know,
well, wait, best entry in the franchise? Best entry.
Yeah.
And better than the original?
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously that depends on your, you know, how you grade it really.
Of course. Yeah.
Like the way I thought about it was like, if you're looking at it objectively, which one's the objectively better movie? Like obviously the one from 87, yeah, it's cool. It's like super, like it's literally like the most 80s thing you might ever see.
Yeah.
But like it's not like it's fun to watch, you know, but it's not like interesting to watch, you know. And so that's what really set it apart for me. I thought that it was shot beautifully. I thought, you know, not having, you know, a bunch of guys on steroids, like doing weird handshakes and just chilling in a forest. I thought the frame shift was a lot of fun, and I think that, you know, there are a lot of little dudes. Like I've been a fan of the Predator franchise since God, probably elementary school, maybe
since God. Since God.
Yeah, no, but like, so I'm a longtime fan of the franchise, and like it's really good to see A, them get the Predator right, and B, them to get like really the conflict system right, because that's like, for example, in the movie that came out a few years ago, and then in the, I forget what it was called, and then for Predators, which came out back in like early 2010s, I think, it just didn't really feel like it didn't feel right, because like, for example, in Predators, you know, all these like the most dangerous people in the world basically were all transported to an alien planet to be hunted, which I mean, like, yeah, sure, but it defeats the purpose of, you know, the quote unquote nature that they give the Predator, which is to prove it's the most dangerous, you know, thing in the universe. And, you know, by taking, you know, all these people and putting them in a foreign environment, that defeats their purpose, because it's putting them at a disadvantage. And I really liked, I mean, like you said it in your review, the combat scenes are just absolutely beautiful. They were brutal, methodical, and they were just, that was perfect. I think having it set, like, what I do and don't like, I like it because it shows that they put some thought into it, but I don't like it because it seems like they're sticking with, you know, whatever timeline they've made, by setting it based in like what, 1716 or something, in 18th century. They showed like a distinct technological shift between generations of Predators. Like, I don't know if you've seen any other Predator films, but like it's very clearly like it like obviously the camouflage is iconic, so they didn't take that out. And then the three lasers,
Yeah.
normally for the three laser thing, it's normally like a plasma cannon. And by having arrows,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
showing a shift.
Yeah.
And obviously, helmets are different. Uh it's just like it's small details that like that I really liked. But I am like disappointed because I really want them to just retcon basically every other film. Uh, but
You want them to, or it felt like they want to retcon?
no, I want them to. It feels like they're not gonna do that. But
Really?
no,
Even like the 2017 one or whatever.
they're
The
not
20
retconning that. They're just gonna avoid that period in time.
Isn't that retconning it if they're just gonna avoid it? Like,
No, it's not them saying it's not canon or something. It's just them being like, yeah, we don't talk about that. It's like the Hulk movie for Marvel. They didn't retcon it. They just pretend like it never happened.
okay, all right, fair enough.
But so yeah, I mean, as a fan of the franchise,
Yeah.
it was really good, and it was really nice to see like an objectively good, like obviously the 1987 one's good. I'm not gonna say it's not, but an objectively good film, like with like good cinematography, amazing effects, perfect pacing, and a great story. I never thought I'd see that, so I'm very happy about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, I will say, well, Topin, I really like this movie. This is a good movie. But all right, I'll start with this. So it is shot beautiful, but low key, they're kind of cheating because like the best shots in this movie, it's like Naru walking and like beautiful. I know it was shot in Canada, but I can still say like American, whatever, North American
Mm-hmm.
landscape. Like those are the shots. Like God, this is fucking beautiful. But it's
Yeah.
like they just went there and then shot it, so it's like, yeah, but they low key cheated because it's just too damn beautiful, in a way,
That's the whole point. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I know it's not like a serious critique or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
no, yeah, because so I've seen the OG Predator multiple times. I love that movie. And then I've just not watched anything other Predator related at
Okay.
all. And then I watched this movie. So
I see.
I've apparently only seen the good movies and I still
Yeah,
have
you
not
you are
missed out.
not missing out at all. If you ever want to watch a really bad, I mean, like obviously the one from like 2017, I think, was god awful. But if it was like bad as in like just bad to watch, not even like fun bad. If you want a fun bad one, watch the second Predator movie.
Mhm.
It's a great time.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, because isn't like the 2017 one, they're like, yeah, Predator has like a special connection with like autistic kids or something like that.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It was, yeah, that, yeah. Again,
Like
we don't like to talk about that one.
how though? Like, because it was something like that, the people with like autism are like the advanced human race or something like that, and then the Predator like wants to hunt them or some shit.
No, it's more of like there's some like I think there's some like enigma that they solved. It's like shit. I gotta rewatch that movie, man.
That's the
Um,
only thing I know about that movie.
no, it's pretty shitty. Yeah, literally, like the only two parts I remember of that movie are the end credits scene, which is when like a scientist like puts on like the Predator killer, which is like just an Iron Man suit but looks like a predator.
Okay,
And then the other part is just like it's just like Olivia Munn being like, "What?" The whole movie.
gotcha. Yeah, I know. It'd be really funny. It's like the Predator's just ableist or something like that, and then just only kills like disabled people. But
Yeah.
I guess it's not the movie. Well, anyways, yeah. So back to the OG movie. Yeah. So I really liked all that action and shit. And like even just like the fucking tomahawk rope thing is badass or whatever. Even if it's like it's cartoony, but that's what the fucking movie is. So, but God, it looks cool.
Mhm.
And the fucking dog, that is one of the most cutest dogs ever seen in
Mhm.
cinema. And I am
Absolutely.
so glad, or okay, I won't get into that because it's like kind of spoilers, but God, that dog is so fucking cute.
Mhm. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, the only funny thing is, it's like, because low-key having a dog there, it's like cool, but then they have other animals, and I know they can't have like a fucking real life bear in the movie, but
Yeah.
like you can tell the movie's like slightly under budget just because like the bear looks kind of just like a video game a little bit, especially when it's like a sort of like a gritty like nature survival movie. I'm
Mhm.
kind of surprised because like the first half is a good amount is dedicated to Naru, overcoming different animal obstacles. So
Mhm.
like the mountain lion looks good because that was like at night, but then the bear, I was like, oh, we're kind of getting into like phase 4 MCU territory right now with like
Yeah,
it's
not the
still
best
better
effects. I
than
hear
dude, if this was a fucking Marvel movie, like this would be the MCU. I would maybe even reconsider carrying again,
you.
but
Yeah.
wow. No, yeah. So, but because like the bear was like, oh, it didn't look that good, but that one shot was like where the fucking predator just does like the 1-2 punch and then just fucking slams in the ground. Like that's still fucking sick. Like I
Yeah.
cannot deny. And the
Yeah.
like the predator itself, like I think you said earlier, it looks really good. Like in
Oh yeah.
terms of like because I don't even think they try to get away with any like form of CG shots in any shot whatsoever, at least from our, obviously like the camo is a CG thing, but you can kind of get away with that because it's whatever.
Yeah.
But
It's meant to not look like they're actually invisible. Yeah.
yeah, no, like it looks really fucking good. I like the design. It's somehow it looks a bit more primitive than like the Predator because to be fair, I've only seen OG Predator, right? So
Yeah.
I don't
Of course.
know what the other Predators that they've shown before look like, but it kind of looked like it would be it just even the alien face itself, the Predator's face itself, just kind of looked a bit more like primitive
Mhm.
than the one we see in the 20th century.
Yeah.
Um, oh yeah, it's fucking sick. And then the only other thing that was like a little weird about just because they made the acting a bit more serious in this one, and some of like the lines are kind of awkward. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know how you felt about that, but the like the brother, I think had some kind. Oh my god, can you hear that?
No.
Okay, thank God. Like the brother had some kind of weird lines here and there. I don't know. So it's just like it's odd because compared to the OG Predator movie where everyone is just fucking goofy as hell, so like they can just get away with saying the dumbest shit. This movie's a bit
Mhm.
more grounded in that sense. So it's like a little awkward, but that's the only reason I didn't like because I rated it 3.5, which is still good movie. It's just like effects are a little weird with the animals, which that takes up a good amount of the movie,
Yeah. Okay.
and the acting is kind of odd. But I did like the Frenchmen or whatever, how fucking cartoonish they
Oh
were.
yeah. Fuck the French. God. No, I think that the actually talking about the French people again, like it like it's so great to me how right they got the Predator, because
Yeah.
like in other movies it's like running around, it's doing all this wacky shit, um but like in this one it's like very clearly like hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say what I mean by that is that like when in the Predator fight scenes, it's never really like running around, or it never feels rushed. I think the only scene where like the Predator was actually like scrambling was either the final fight scene or the fight scene with the two guys who were like I forget, they I don't know, they were just, the two guys, one of them got like his arms cut off and then the
Oh
other
yeah.
guy, yeah. um and then like so with the French people, they were using guns, right? And I think that like the way they showcased the technology the Predator has was perfect. The net, oh, holy shit, that was brutal.
Dude.
But
Yeah.
like um that, and again, the net's another one of the very famous like Predator weapons. But uh shit. The way that like it was taking everything very like slowly and methodically. Like for example, when they were shooting at it, it just put its shield up because it knew they can't hit it in the head.
Yeah.
They're not aiming for anything like the legs or whatever. So it
Mhm.
just covered like, its entire torso, and then it just kind of waited. And I
Yeah.
think it's just amazing to me how they finally got like the Predator, like the mentality of it like actually correct, because I never thought I'd see that.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I love
That's
this movie, man.
that's fucking sick. This is this is such a refreshing like action movie. There's
Mm-hmm.
honestly, this has been a great year for like long, like established franchises getting like kind of a sequel, like Top Gun Maverick
Yeah.
and then Prey. Because I had no like I was not expecting this movie to be good. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's me. Like the trailers just didn't. Well, one, they only really showed the animal scenes, which didn't
Mm-hmm.
look amazing, and then it was like a predator scream. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then it's like fucking Hulu, like that. No way the movie's gonna be good on Hulu.
Yeah.
So
They really stepped up their game. I'm pretty happy about it.
yeah, I know. It was funny because like I saw a thing. It was like, this is Hulu's biggest movie premiere, but it's like, dude, I can't name any other movie premiere.
Hey. They had Palm Springs. That was a good movie.
Oh, I never watched it, but okay, all right, fine.
I should review that actually. I don't think I've reviewed that.
Oh my god, no,
Gonna do
no,
it.
why
I'm
is
gonna
it?
do it live.
No,
I'm gonna do it live.
God, you're gonna get banned
It
on
was a really good
Letterboxd.
movie. It was a
Oh
really
yeah,
good movie.
I've heard it's a really good movie, but
Like, it's really fun. I would say 3.5.
wait, let's see. Okay, yeah, no, oh yeah, no, like, and it was just, it felt like there were, I think a good comparison I kind of had is, so did you watch the Mortal Kombat movie last year?
Yep.
So I feel like this Prey kind of did like those fatality shots, right?
Yeah.
So, and okay, also now this is just full of spoilers. Let's just
Yeah.
like, so yeah, they have like the net scene, right? And it's literally shot like a Mortal Kombat like fatality,
Mhm.
right? And then you have there was a couple other scenes I can't remember where it's literally shot like that, and it's shot better than how the Mortal Kombat movie did like the fatality scenes.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I do have a question though. When Naru gets fucking trapped, right? She gets in the bear trapped by the Frenchmen, right?
Yeah.
So, and then the predator's like walking up, right?
Mhm.
How come he didn't fucking like kill her? And then if so, how come he didn't kill the Frenchman there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he didn't kill her because like the entire purpose of the predator is to hunt, and then basically something interfered with the hunt. So it was like there's no like, all right, theoretically, let's say you're like a sociopathic killer, right? Who just wants to kill someone, and like you're thrilled by the hunt, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you're hunting them and like you almost got them, and then someone gets in your way and makes it so like they basically kill them, you're just gonna be like, what the fuck, you know?
Uh-huh.
And so that kind of takes the glory away from it. So that's basically why.
Okay.
I think that the reason it didn't kill the French people immediately was just because like it probably, actually that's a good question. I don't know why it didn't kill them immediately, but it might have just essentially thought, well, if I wait, they maybe I can like kill everyone, like not only the person I've been hunting, and nothing will interfere basically. I don't know though. That's a good question.
I gotcha. No, I was just like, cause yeah, I knew about his like the predator having like that thrill to hunt, but I was like, dude, the French people are right there. You can just fucking, cause then it kind of makes the scene where it's like, oh, then she like gets captured and then whatever. Fuck you, Zoom. Sorry. Anyways, it's like, oh, then she gets captured by the French, and there's like this scene, and it's like not really that important. So
Yeah.
it just seems like I'm interested why the screenwriters instead needed to establish like the French camp, like her getting locked up, right? And then like, oh, then they're gonna bait her. Like, I guess it's still cool. It's just kind of funny. It's just like they added a whole extra amount of steps just for what was going to be accomplished,
Well, yeah, I mean, and like I also covered this is also another thing I talked about in my Letterboxd review. Like, in my opinion, the perfect Predator film is not like just, a predator and then a person. I think in my opinion, what makes for like a great Predator film is basically three parties, two adverse and one neutral.
Yeah.
So in this case, the Predator's the neutral party because it's coming into this environment. And you obviously have the Frenchies and the natives, who are that's in my opinion, that was like it obviously wasn't the primary conflict, but that was like the understood primary conflict.
Mhm.
Because like having the Predator go into a neutral environment and just show that it's clearly not on anyone's side. And it's even better when the two conflicting sides don't team up like they in this movie. Because it's just like chaotic, if that makes sense. And
Mhm.
having a really methodical Predator, I guess, it really helps just make it just, oh, it's great, Nels. It's great. But I love that. I absolutely love that.
Oh yeah. No, this is a just beautiful action film.
Amen. Amen.
God. Awesome. Well, I mean, do you have any other thoughts like you want to add to what you had for this film?
It was real. It was just beautiful. It was such a beautiful. They had so many great shots, and I know you said that like it was cheating because of nature, which is fair, but like, I mean, like the scene right before she gets trapped, like when they're running through the field, and it's like showing a bird's eye view, and it's like she's running, and then there's something invisible running behind her. That like best scene in the movie.
Oh, where he's like all bloody or whatever, and then
Yeah.
it's like the blood. Yeah, I know that was fucking sick. I like that part. I wish they did it for like 1 second longer because it was a really cool shot, and then they went away like, but it's still fucking badass. God.
But so that was my favorite scene. But yeah, no, I really loved it, and I'm very happy that I finally got a good Predator film.
Yeah, I'm very happy for like active Predator fans because I've always just kind of been like, I kind of like it.
Fair. Yeah.
But God, you guys have gotten it rough. You're kind of like Sonic fans, like you have one good one, and then
reboot and reboot and reboot.
And then not to mention
not like we're game, but
well, and your guys' video game is just not too hot either.
It's difficult because like you'd assume it would make a perfect video game, but it's difficult.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Well, because they fucked up in that Predator video game because like it feels like someone who got the Unity engine or whatever just made a video game like really quickly because like a bulk of the game is you are fighting like AI, right? Like Far Cry, but the AI is so dog shit. So it's like not great.
It's fine. Maybe one day.
You want to hear something really sad about my experience with Assassin's Creed 3?
With Assassin's Creed 3,
yeah. So I was so excited for that video game, right? And then because my like dumb 11-year-old brain sees a cover of a fucking like indigenous like assassin, right? Just fucking remember that trailer that I'm coming home, and he's like in the Revolutionary War, right? Like fucking fighting shit. I'm like, I want to play that so bad. And then I put the game in, right? So excited. And it shows this old, like stuffy British dude. I'm like, okay, interesting. And then you have to play as him for like 6 hours. And so I was like, fuck this. And I never even played the Connor missions.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I only played as the old ass Templar Matt. Like that is a bold creative decision by Ubisoft, but God.
Hey, I mean, maybe it's time to go back. Power 3,
Yeah. I don't know if I could go through an Assassin's Creed again, but
yeah, no, I can't.
I kind of do have nostalgia for them, but I bet if I went back into an Assassin's Creed, it would be kind of fun for like brainless action.
I have a nostalgia for Black Flag was good, and then I thought Unity was fun when I was playing with you guys. But otherwise, like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, that's true. I really have only played like those games the most.
Yeah.
I miss Unity. That was a fun game.
Yeah. Too bad it was broken when it launched, like everything else. That was like the first major game in like that I noticed that was like just super broken when it launched.
I didn't experience that as much, but I also like I only think I got halfway through the single player of that game.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh yeah.
God.
Single player wasn't great. It was all right, but it wasn't.
Oh, and the co-op was so much fun. All the customization. I just gave myself a huge axe. Man,
I think
was the time.
JD had like a musket and he just did nothing the entire game.
Dude, how much is that on PlayStation? I like if it's less than $10.
Well, no, it's Ubisoft. It's probably like $30.
Yeah. Oh no, dude, those Assassin's Creed games are like always on sale. But then it's
Really?
like great, they're cheap, right? But Isaac, you're an economist, right?
Yeah.
What currency is more valuable than money?
No. I don't think there is one.
There is
Depends on how you define value, but
time,
Mm.
right?
Depends on how much money.
We just turn it into a like economist podcast, us debating of whether.
I'm just saying, if you gave me $1 billion, I'd take like 10 years off my life. Sure.
Okay, wait. Or what if you chose? What if you could be immortal instead of being a billionaire?
Immortal or invulnerable? Because
So
like you can still die as an immortal. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you like get killed, you just can't die of like old age or like health complications. I think.
Oh.
Like I'd be down to be able to die, just not of like normal stuff.
Yeah, actually, let's say immortal then, because like you could still kill yourself. Like if you were going,
like when heat death happens, you don't have to deal with that.
Exactly.
I would take that. Yeah, that'd be cool. But then like it would suck because like on one hand, like you could be immortal, but then you're like, hey guys, I'm immortal. You can't tell anyone. If you say, hey, I'm immortal, the government's gonna like poke you and stuff and probably kill you. So
that's true. But you could be like, hey, so Isaac, from what it sounds like, time, money.
Well, it depends on how much money. I would take $50 billion instead of being immortal. Yeah.
Anyways, to sum up this podcast, because I'm too lazy to reset the meeting, we can conclude that Assassin's Creed takes up too much time. Thus, no matter how cheap it is, it's not. So
trailing missions are bad.
Yep. Fuck that game. And love you, Isaac. Good podcast. We'll be back Friday.
We're back.